What's up, y'all? Amen, say man. This is your girl, Phenomenal Mindy, and today we're getting into something that's got everybody into a frenzy, and it probably been talked about more than we wanted to talk about. Um, and that's we're gonna title this 50-50 love. Do equal relationships really work? You know, you know what I'm talking about. When I say 50-50, like who pays the bills, like who's cooking and who's cleaning, who's bringing, this conversation to the table within the relationship. And a lot of times it's mostly men. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's mostly men that does this. And I think that women don't really ask about 50-50 because that's not in the forefront of our mind. But I think men have the tendency of asking about 50-50 when they're not financially able to support their person. I'm just going to be really honest. So I kind of wrote some things down and I'm kind of go over this outline of what I wrote down. And, but being honest with you, somewhere between love and rent, somewhere between love and the rent is due. The message really got lost within relationship. So today we're going to break this all down and not just about money. We're going to talk about effort and we also going to talk about respect. So, first thing first, when it comes to 50-50, as I stated, it always becomes about money. We starting with the obvious, because hey, we talk about money. Money is the root of all evil. Some people say for the love of money is the root of all evil. But we can say if we both work, we both pay bills. Don't we all agree? A real man should handle the bill. Again, I'm gonna go back to that is something that a dynamic that a man has came up and put together that he's not financially able to be a man because in order to be a man and protect and provide for your family, you gotta just do that. Some people may say, "Hey, well, Mindy, you're not a man. Why are you speaking on this?" Because I know what a man's supposed to do. And as a man, you take pride in it. And we're gonna get down. I don't want to get too deep before I end up giving everything away, in the beginning of this conversation. Okay. But here's the truth. The problem ain't always about who pays it. It's about how we view partnership. Your partnership may not look like my partnership. And to me, partnership shouldn't be valued within money. If we both are all contributing, maybe one will pay the rent, the other one handle groceries, one pay child care, one emotional labor, or one is doing cutting the grass, men, or one is washing dishes, whatever your partnership may look like to you. This is how 50-50 should go. And again, I feel like it only comes down to money when that is a concern for a man who's not able to provide. And me personally, if you're not able to provide, I feel like you shouldn't even be dating. Or I feel like the caliber of woman that you're looking for should be within your dating range and not above your dating range. I'm just being honest with that. You know, uh, but if one person do everything while the other one kinda, go along, that ain't no 50-50. That's 80-20 and it's dressed up cute. Imma, really be honest with you about the 50-50 with the money thing. Again, I feel like it just something is, that's used to, control a hangover a woman head. But nevertheless, we're gonna move on to the second topic. This not the second topic, I mean, the second, thing that I wrote down, which is the emotional side of 50-50. Everybody talks about money, but nobody talks about energy. Some of y'all out here, going half on bills, but not half on love, not splitting the rent. You won't split communication, you won't split effort, you won't split peace. You know what I'm saying? But you sitting up here hollering about 50-50. Let's be really honest about that. Yeah. If we gonna do 50-50, we gonna do 50-50 on everything. We're not just gonna do 50-50 on money and then because let me break it down. When you are in a relationship and you really care about your significant other, 50-50 don't even matter. Okay? And then if y'all have a child together or you may not. You may not. But if you do have a child together, there's no 50-50 on taking care of that child. There's no 50-50 on taking the child to school. You feel as a man, only thing you're supposed to do is pay the bills and that's 50-50. No, man, if we gonna split 50-50, okay, you wash dishes tonight and I'll wash them tomorrow. You cook tonight, I'll cook tomorrow. You go to the grocery store and I'll cook tomorrow. And I'm gonna be really honest, half of the men, y'all not gonna do that. Y'all not gonna do that at all simply because you gonna be too tired for the hardworking job that you already have. So you're gonna be too tired. And even if you got an easy job, desk job, picking up paper or whatever, you're still gonna be tired. So you ain't gonna want to come home if it's your night to cook. You're gonna be looking at her like, "Babe, can you cook?" And then if she say, "Oh, well, it's 50-50," then you're gonna be looking like, "Oh no, what am I doing here?" No, you asked for 50-50. Let's do 50-50. So I'm just gonna be really honest. And sometimes you ain't gonna always have 50-50 to give emotionally. So you may be giving 80, this person may be giving 20 over here. But babe, I got you next time. You feel what I'm saying? And you switch the roles. Oh, you giving 80 and I'm giving 20. This is what balance looks like. 50-50 is a scale, is looked at as a scale of balance, but as a balance of 100 to some people as a whole. But why it can't be 100, 100, 100, 100? You know what I'm saying? But if you one of those guys still like, no, man, I want to stick to 50-50, then by all means. But again, date the caliber of woman that you're able to afford and not the one that you're not able to do a little bit more than 50-50 with that particular person. Because relationships ain't always about keeping score. It's about, showing up for each other. Some days your partner just ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? So if they ain't got it and you in it for better for worse, what do you do? Do you leave them because they don't have the 50-50? Shit, didn't you know about the 50-50 before you started the 50-50? You know? Everybody has a place in the turn of carrying it within the relationship because a man could be working a job and down on his luck and not even feeling himself. Here us women is come up with some we see it first. And when we see it, we acknowledge it and then we give you the support. 50-50, I ain't gotta do that. Oh, say my guy, you just tired tonight. I don't know what to tell you, but hey, go on catch them dishes. You know what I'm saying? So then that's when it become problematic. We have to be able to balance because we ain't always there. We're not always there. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is gender roles and ego. Ha, this here is kind of tricky to some people. It depends again how you view partnership. Are you still with the traditional way or are you with the new way? How you look at it and how you view each other. Most of the time the gender roles and the ego is again should be talked about earlier on within a relationship and in your dating stages where we should know about the gender role and the ego. A lot of men feel like if they can't provide financially, they'll lose their place. Again, I say date somebody that's of your caliber. Now, if you're willing to get with somebody and they're willing to accept you for who you are and not saying, hey, I'm not with this 50-50, then that's cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm with the 50-50, then that's cool. You go ahead and pursue them. But a lot of women feel like they're tired of being the strong all the time, the strong partner all the time. Because you asking for 50-50 and I got to be strong. I got to help you change a couple ties. I got to pop a couple people for you. I got to cuss a couple people for you. I gotta dress a couple women for you on your job. You know what I'm saying? So we tired of it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna let you handle what you got at your job, and you let me handle what is at home. And a lot of times, growing up, a women know the home better than a man. A man not necessarily gonna cook, but he knows how to cook. A man not necessarily there at home discipline the children or with the children because they're at work providing. You know what I'm saying? So it's this that's the honest truth, y'all. I'm just giving you my opinion, being transparent with this. Truth is both sides, want to feel appreciated. And with the balancing of the scale, you can do that. You really can do that. But a man wants respect, women. Let me say this again. Let me say this again. A man wants respect and a woman wants security. That's the bottom line. A man wants respect. A man wants respect. Women want security. Okay? Neither one is wrong for wanting it. It's how it's going to work out, how it's going to balance together. And once y'all balance, that's all that's really matter. I don't care what they doing on the outside. And they looking at, oh, bro, you sitting up preparing all the ring, and your girl sitting up, you know what I'm saying? Your wife sitting at home, you know what I'm saying? No, cut him off. That's who packed my lunch for me. That's called balance. Cause 50-50, bro, hey, you need to do what need to be done. And let's keep it real. There's a lot of population than women than men. Let's keep that 100. So it ain't gonna always be balanced out. Just really being honest with you. 50-50 is not gonna work if you in a competition with somebody. No, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work at all. Because we're always in competition. We're always trying to see who can beat somebody to this and that. Ah, it only works if we cooperate with each other. If we have a conversation and if we communicate with each other, letting each other know that, hey, I'm paying all the bills, but babe, I know I'm supposed to be a provider, but this month I missed a couple days or they cut out hours. Do you think you can handle the light bill for us, or do you think you can handle the rent for us? That's if a man is paying all the bills. Now, I'm not saying this should be, a topic of conversation and y'all doing y'all thing 50-50 or 70-30. I'm not saying that. But if you are a man that's paying all the bills and you like, babe, you know what I'm saying? I don't got the rent. I don't got the light bill money today. You know, I need a little help and I know it's due today. That's called communicating and let me know what you can or cannot do instead of just having this ego that you can do this all by yourself. You're supposed to lean on your helpmate, you know, and you're doing it 100% far as providing, then that's cool. But let her know, and then if she can't, like if she can't even do that, then you got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm providing for you entirely. And then you do have the audacity to not can pay anything or not do anything besides, cooking. So you have to find the balance within your relationship. And I'm gonna really be honest and keep it real about uh balancing the scale. Again, you're not gonna come home after you did 8, 10, 12 hours. You're not gonna come home, and Imma really be honest, even back within, my days, Pawpaw coming home was tired. He didn't even have time to deal with the children because he had to provide. So, ask yourself, are you really, really, really wanting to come home and do 50-50? Like, be real with that. Are you really, truly ready to come home and give 50-50? Because you ask for 50-50, you still gotta do 50-50, you know? And then Imma tell you about this scenario. Giving 50-50. Let's say you do 50-50 with a guy, and you already got your car your car insurance, your life insurance. Uh, if give and take, you paying health insurance, you got all these other bills, maybe your cell phone as well, and you got all these other bills coming into a man that's already established, probably already paying his bills by himself, and he knows y'all knows the amount of money that each one makes. Think about 50-50. You want her to give 50-50 to pay all of those bills, then help you pay your rent, then help pay the light bill, then help pay the internet bill, and give and take if y'all adding on life insurance for the rest of the family, or maybe health insurance for the rest of the family. Now I gotta cook. Now I gotta have sex with you. Now I gotta fucking suck you all night. Then I gotta get up after I get through doing it, get me a shower, make sure the kids are in bed. If they not was already in bed before we got doing what we doing. And then I got to cover you while you sleep or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I gotta get up in the morning and do this all over again. I'm probably sleeping about 4 or 5 hours. And then I'm attending work myself. And you hollering about 50-50. And I done already got up and fixed breakfast for the kids the next morning and already made your lunch for your bag. Are you gonna do that for yourself? Like, really be honest. Are you gonna do that for yourself? Real talk. But what love should be, at the end of the day, love ain't about you owe me. It's about I got you. Let me say that one more time. Love is a not about you owe me, but it's about I got you. It's a teamwork, it's communication, it's knowing some days you will lead and some days you will lean. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Teamwork is communication, is knowing that some days you will lead, some days I lean. Some days you lean, some days I lead. So forget all that 50-50. Let's do 100-100. Both give all that you can. And, real love ain't about balancing the sheets, it's about balancing in spirit. So you can have all of this and still not feel whole. Then now guess what you need? You need a counselor. You need your girl, your wife to rub you, speak, you know, affirmations to you. You know, and if you really want to talk about it, you talking about some 50-50. By the time if we start at 50-50, by the time you get to wherever y'all going, shit, the roles the reverse, and now it's 80-20. It's 90-10. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about I got you. I got you. So next time somebody asks you if we're gonna do 50-50, tell them this. I believe in effort, not ego. Again, if somebody asks you for 50-50, tell them I believe in effort, not ego. And I'm gonna say this. Women, if you're dating in a dating stage and you meet a guy saying 50-50, run. Run. I mean, you better run like Suge did in Color Purple. You better run like some behind you. I mean, you better run like the police is behind you. I mean, you better run. Don't look back. Because me personally, I don't see 50-50 men. I've never had a man approach me with 50-50. But that's come from how I carry myself. Everybody is not the same. Everybody ain't me. True. But if you're with a guy or if you're dating a guy and a guy screams 50-50, run before you waste any more of your time and energy. Run for the hills. And another thing too, with the balancing, I'm gonna say that with the balancing of the scale, if you we go to the restaurant, dating or married or whatever, if we go to the restaurant and we going on a date and you pay for the meal, I would definitely cover the tip. Some people now you got some women who just sitting up there want to look cute, want to look like the passenger princess. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking from both angles, y'all. If you want to do that, then my brother, baby, I thank you for this meal, and I'll get back with you when we get back to where we going. I'm gonna make sure you get home safe. I'm gonna text you or whatnot, and we'll have another date. And I'm lying like hell, cause get what? I ain't finna see you again. This the end of that date. You know what I'm saying? What they say, chunk them deuces. I'm a chunk deuces. Ain't looking back at you. You feel what I'm saying? So I believe in effort and I believe in not having an ego. I believe in teamwork, not the tally marks that we want to put up on our spouse. And I just want you to know before you do anything else, before I close out, please follow me in like, share, and subscribe if you're not already doing it so we can keep up with the topic of conversation. Let me know down in the comment section what you feel about 50-50. I want to hear your opinion. Let me know down in the comment section. You feel what I'm saying? And this is your girl, Mindy. Thank you for tapping in with me and, dropping all the jewels that you may have in the comment section. I'm already speaking that in the air. I'm thanking you for dropping those jewels. And my question I'm going to put in the comment is 50-50 real love or fake love or balance. Until next time, here's what I want you to do. Follow me on those different social media platforms. Stay real, stay respectful, and stay in tune with your peace. With that being said, see you on the next episode of Domestic Friday.